Okay, they're bringing back Race for the White House. If you don't know what Race for the White House is, it's about the president elections that they show on CNN. I think the first season was in 2016, and it's 4 years later for the 2020 election. I think they show those. I mean, they make those new episodes when the president election begins. I hope we will get another one for 2024, but who knows? Anyway, race for the White House. It's about the presidential elections. It's about how they won their nominations. It's all the heat they had to face for those other candidates. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. The first season they did JFK versus Nixon. That was good. Abraham Lincoln versus Stephen Douglas and John C. I can't pronounce his last name, but I'm going to say it anyway. John C. Breckinridge, who was the vice president under Buchanan at the time. They did Bush versus Michael Dukakis. They were talking about how Dukakis was on that tank. It was so hilarious. And the Willie Horton ad. They did Andrew Jackson versus John Quincy Adams. I think the 1824 election and the 1829 election. I think it was a two-parter. I could be wrong. They did Thomas Dewey versus President Truman. That was good. What else? Yeah, we're going to see Obama versus McCain. That would be interesting to see. They're going to do Eisenhower versus Adlai Stevenson. I think they're going to do 52 or 56. I'm not sure. Probably 52 because, that was the first time Eisenhower was squaring off against Stevenson, and Adlai Stevenson ran again in 56. Of course, lost to Eisenhower in almost a landslide between 52 and the 1952 election and the 1956 election. We're also going to see William Taft versus Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat nominee, against Theodore Roosevelt, who was the 26th president, who, while he was leaving in 1908, he wanted William Taft to be the Republican nomination. And in 1912, Roosevelt and Taft, they had fallen out, so Roosevelt ran on the Progressive Party, a.k.a. the Boo Moose Party. But of course, the Democratic nominee Woodrow Wilson won, defeated him anyway. Ford versus Carter. I'm gonna see that. I can't wait to see that. And also, they're gonna do Ford versus Carter, and Reagan versus Carter. I can't wait to see that. And last but not least, it's gonna be Lyndon Johnson versus Barry Goldwater. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 6 episodes. I hope I'll get this. I'll get to see. Let me get my Pepsi going, and I'll get right back. I'll get right back with you, folks. I know it's a little swallow, but I need that to clear my throat. I hope in the next 4 years they'll do Rutherford Hayes versus Samuel Tilden about the controversial election. I want to see that. And also want to see the 2000. They do. I want to see him do the 2000 election between Bush and Gore, that recount in Florida. I want to see them do that episode maybe in the next 4 years in 2024. But yeah, I just can't wait to see Race for the White House. If you don't know what Race for the White House is, look it up. But it's a good mini series about the presidential elections. How far would you go when you turn friends into enemies and enemies into friends? Or enemies versus friends, however they say it. They say it on the, the promos for it. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. And if you guys love presidential elections, you should watch Race for the White House. The first 4 episodes in 2016 and the new episodes. The new episode will be first Obama versus McCain. I just looked that up not too long ago, but just check them out if you like dirty politics like I do. See ya.